Alrighty, so it's 2:18 p.m. on February 1st, and yeah, that'll be in the title, so I don't know why I told you that, but anyhow, my grandparents are out and about right now, which is why I can finally talk and make a decent video. Probably not, but it's something besides the cat running around, okay, because I know that's been a lot of what my January videos are. And no, I don't have on any makeup, and I don't know what my hair is doing, so yay. I'm not going anywhere, so why bother with makeup? Yeah, I'm not putting on makeup for a YouTube video. Sorry, you've already seen me and my face half swollen, so what's the point? And I have a round brush. I keep trying to curl my hair under with the round brush. Yeah, clearly that is working great. Yeah, no, my hair, it curls under and it's just straight as it can be. Or it flips out, so. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I need it. Okay, anyhow. So... I'm going to make lunch while I do this, so pardon me wandering around and it being shaky, whatever. Okay, so when I first started doing these I can't talk right. When I first started doing this whole vlog every day in 2017, I had like different things I wanted to do. On one hand, at one point I thought about doing, maybe I could review a movie for each month, like starting in like the 1920s, like maybe a 1920s movie one month, a 1930s movie, 1940s movie. Yeah, that didn't. I would have started out when movies started. Hey, honey. I would have started back in like when I wanted to review clips from when movies or moving pictures started. Like 1890, 1 month 1890, 1 month 1900, 1910, 1920, and so on. But we already passed that, so I might do that some other time, unless I'm not a movie reviewer. And so I decided, okay, maybe I'll do something a little more simple. I'll do a tag video every month, and I meant to do it. I wanted a tag video. That seems simple enough. Thought about doing tag videos, and also trying to focus certain topics on like the holidays. I think I mentioned that in one video. Did that? I think maybe, I don't know, but clearly that's not happening. My year is not going that direction. So I think I'm just going to try to do a tag video every month. And yeah, I kind of completely missed January. I didn't have the opportunity to do anything, so I think I'm going to try to do 2 for February, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to do the pet tag since I'm here now with Herm. And I do want to go back to my own house soon, so yeah. Sing a bit with the questions. Yeah. Yeah, that's very helpful. Thank you. I'm gonna do a tag video on you. Just gonna sit there and scratch, lick yourself. Yeah. Okie dokie. Paying so much attention. There's something on the floor. What is that? It's the trash. I'll get that later. Alright, so the first tag I'm going to do is the furry friend tag. I have no idea who started it. I just found it on YouTube by googling cat tag or cat tag, pet tag questions, whatever. Okay, so it's in the foyer. The first question is, what is your pet's name? So this is Herman. He was originally Dust Bunny, but when I brought him over, my grandparents said that was too long. They didn't know what they're called. Like, no, she wanted to be or Dusty or Bunny or like I just wanted to be Dust Bunny, but my grandparents insist on shortening things, and DB, Dusty, none of those things worked. So my grandfather changed his name to Herman because he hid behind our jukebox and he that was my foot. Herman the Hermit. So I don't know if that's a reference to anything out there, or if that's just some alliteration thing my grandfather came up with, but he became Herman. So my cat is not Dust Bunny, is now Herman. Okie dokie. What you doing? Number 2. What kind of pet is it and what breed? So Herman here, Hermie, what you doing? Is obviously a cat. And I have no idea what breed he is. He was a stray. Yeah, stray cat. Yeah. Though I have heard some people say he looks a lot like their Russian blue pets. but I've seen Russian blues online, like in photos, and he does not look like a Russian blue. Like, he doesn't look like any of the typical, like actual breeds of cats that are gray. He's just a gray cat. Okay. Number 3. How long have you had your pet? Herman came to me, or to my house, during the, sorry, I'm getting shaky here, Winter Storm Pax, which was in February 2014, and he actually hung around for a while with these 2 other cats there. By hang around, I mean yowl, like go under my house and yowl a lot. And yeah, so I had 3 cats yowling, doing cats activities under my house for quite a bit that I cannot get a hold of. There was a calico, obviously a female. Herman is male. You know where this is going. And then one other white male cat that, the white male cat was a little bit bigger than Herman, and he had like some kind of eye infection. I could not get near that cat at all. Like, it wasn't happening. Buddy, I'm talking about you, yeah. You can have macaroni. So, we got one of those, was it have-a-heart traps, or those no-kill traps to try to capture them. And I managed to capture the calico. And while I have always wanted a calico, that was a demon cat. Yeah, so we tried, well, my grandparents tried to take her to the Humane Society. They would not take her. And then they tried to take her to the animal shelter, or maybe it was vice versa. But neither one would take her. Like, I'm trying to prop up. Sorry. Get a lovely view here. So, like, we tried to, like, get her taken care of, but they would not take her because she was that wild. So, apparently, somewhere along wherever those are was a farm, and they let her out at the farm. Just let her loose. I wasn't there, I couldn't control it, so somewhere a farm now has a calico cat. Eventually, the white one, I guess, ran away or went somewhere. I have no idea what happened to that cat. Hermie here, I managed to tame over several months. Yeah, I think it was like, when was it? Like, it was like months before I could get near him. Like, I would open my porch door and he would run. Like, it'd take me months to open my really squeaky screen door without him running. So, yeah, it took me several months to get near him, and then at some point, like, I was able to pet him, get a collar on him and all that, and it was great. But he got into a fight with another cat, and he got this gash on his nose. So I had to, it's probably like a year later, going out. Like, I remember, there you go, okay. I remember him having this, like, really bad gash that just kept bleeding and bleeding. And I needed to take him to the vet, but the only vet, like, at the time, my grandparents were on vacation, and I had no money. So I was waiting for my tax refund. So, yeah, that would have been a year later, and I did my taxes in February. So I remember sitting there with him in here. There's a whole story I'll probably tell you later, but let's just go now. So, yeah, I'm trying to do 15 things at once here, hold on. So, I don't want crushed ice, not cubed. So, here's the ice maker. There we go. Okay, anyhow, long story short, he got sick. I had to wait for my tax refund, got my tax refund, took him to the vet, and found out he has FIV, which is basically like HIV, but for cats. And only cats can get it. So he cannot go outside anymore in cases of infections. He has no immune system. So he had to become an inside cat. So maybe, this 2014, 2015-ish. So maybe 2 years, I guess, somewhere in there. And what did I do with my questions? That was a really long, drawn-out answer that didn't go anywhere. I tried to tell a story, but I kind of ADD'd it. So yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to get these questions answered, and at the same time, I'm not entirely sure when my family's coming back. I'm thinking after dinner, but maybe not. I don't know. So yeah. Here's Hermie again. Okay, thank you, Unfortunately, Gmail has stopped. I keep getting that stupid message on my phone all the time, even though I never use Gmail. Number 4. How did you get your pet friend? I think I already answered that. He just showed up one day. And yeah, I'm not going to answer that again. Number 5. How old is your pet? I have no idea. At least 3? He wasn't a kitten he was not a kitten when I got him. So I'm going to say, like, at least 3, maybe 4. Herman, get down. What are you doing? Behind the TV. Hold on. What are you doing? Okay, so I'm going to answer the question showing Herman. Number 6. What are some quirky things about your pet's personality? You're saying one of them now. Randomly running around, that's not really quirky for a cat. What are you doing? What are you doing? Random running fits. Hi. What you doing? So I hear people talking and I immediately run towards them. Yeah. That's one. There you go. And there he goes. Like, I've had cats since I was 2, and one, I guess, quirky thing this cat does is run around like a bat out of hell right before he has to take a poop. Yeah. So if he is running around crazy, he probably has to take a crap. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but there you go. That's what he does. He also, tail in my mouth. Follows me everywhere, pretty much. He's not allowed in the back hallway anymore, because he likes to pee on plastic bags and tissue paper. No idea why. If there is a plastic bag on the floor or some tissue paper, he may or may not pee on it. No idea why. He also he has his spot he likes to sit in. He follows me pretty much everywhere, but if we're watching TV, he sits with my gran and on the couch. So that's where I sit usually, or my pop, and that's where my gran sits. No matter what, Herman is sitting with my gran over there. There you go. So yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, and another thing he does. Whenever we open the porch door to let him in, he doesn't walk in. He bolts. Like, he just full on, flat out runs into the room. And just stops in the middle of the room. Yeah. So, I've thought about entering rooms like that. You know, whenever someone opens the door to let me in, don't say hi, just run in full speed. Just run in. Should be interesting. Haven't tried it yet, though. Okay, let's see. Where am I at? Verse 7. What does your pet's relationship mean to you? He's my pet? I don't know. Like, I don't want to call my pet my child because my grandparents, he lives with my grandparents, and I just buy him food and toys and whatnot. I understand that people compare their relationship with their pets as relationships to family members, but he's not he's not my son, he's a cat. He's not like my brother. I actually have a brother. I don't think it's to me, a pet's relationship is kind of like, I want to say the lowest. It's it's your parents, your children, maybe your siblings, and then you have your pets. And there's nothing wrong with that. So he's my pet. Yeah. And I guess technically me and my grand his mom to him because we take care of him. So I mean, anyone's pet owner is like their pet's parent. So I know that's not a great answer, but it's basically it. What are we done? What are some of your favorite pastimes with your pet? Hold on. Well, he watches TV with us, sort of. There are times that he will actually look at the screen, but he's not paying attention, obviously. And there is a YouTube channel, TV Beanie. They do have some cat videos on there, and most of the time he won't pay attention to them, but there's this one, this little koi, animated koi fish, that he will actually sit and watch. I've set the video up on my phone, he will sit there and stare at it. So, my cat will watch YouTube videos. I think I actually filmed that a few days ago of him watching YouTube videos with me. And finally, Number 9. What are the nicknames you call your pet? He's Herman, Hermy Wormy, Hermbo. My granny calls him Rambo or something sometimes. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I used to just call him Hermy. Yeah, so. Yes, even though I call him Hermy Wormy or Wormy, he does not have worms. Like, as far as I know, he's never had worms, and he wants back out, and so I will see you later. Yeah? What you want? Make a video about you. Made a video about you. Gotta get my grammar right, but yeah. What you want? Want to go outside? Let's go on the porch, you know what I mean. And here are the duckies. The duckies are not going to get a tag because they're duckies. These are the duckies. They came from Tractor Supply. There you go. And Ranger is asleep, so might do a video on Ranger 2 later. Yeah, I'm just going to leave her for right now because she's resting. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the pet tag with Ranger 2, or my dog. So, okay. Question number 1. What is your pet's name? Ranger. Which I just said, but whatever. Number 2. What kind of pet is it and what breed? Ranger is a dog, and she is half collie, half sneaky neighbor dog. Or, according to the doggy DNA test I did years ago, she is half collie and part Australian Shepherd and Sheltie. Even though the dog, we have pictures of the father dog, like, one off in the distance, and he looks like a Newfoundland, like one of those Newfoundland dogs, like just solid black, long tail. Looks nothing whatsoever like a Sheltie or an Aussie Shepherd, so she might be part something else. But basically, half collie, half sneaky neighbor dog. And yes, I'm randomly pausing while eating while making this tag. So number 3. How long have you had your pet? How old is Ranger? Honestly, don't know. I know she was born on June 1st. In 2000, she might be 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. I think was she 9 last year? I'm guessing around 10 years old, maybe? I don't know how my dog is. Honestly, forget. I've got it written down somewhere. Anyway, I think it's up here. Hold on. We actually have it written up on the refrigerator. Ranger was born on June 21st, 2005. So there you go. You can do the math because I suck at math, and we're just going to leave it at that. So she's older than 10. Where am I on? Okay, number 4. How did you get your pet? Well, okay, Ranger was actually born here. We adopted her mom, Lady, the collie. My aunt and uncle had this neighbor that moved out, and they had 2 dogs. They had a collie and a little black puppy. Well, they had some neighbor or friend or somebody come and feed the animals, but eventually they just kind of stopped coming. And my aunt and uncle contacted the person whose house it was and told them about this, and they let my aunt and uncle have the dogs to help find them homes. Why the person just left their house with their dogs in it is beyond me. But whatever. I don't know the details. That's all I know. Something just seems weird to me, but whatever. So, my grandmother has always had collies. So, my aunt and uncle offered the collie to my grandmother, and we accepted. And we asked my cousin, who lives beside me, if he wanted this little black puppy. And he was like, yeah, okay, he'll take the puppy. Okay, so, long story short, the little black puppy turned out to be a Great Dane. So, not a little puppy. Great Dane, Magic was at least part Great Dane. This has been years ago. She's recently passed, not recently, but several years ago passed away. Like, lived a long, full life Great Danes, their life expectancy isn't that long. Most larger dogs' life expectancies isn't that long, but yeah. That was a very well-loved dog. And then Lady, like my grand just always wanted a collie named Lady for whatever reason, and most of the collies we've had before just happened to be male. So, a little while after we had Lady, got Lady used to the, in her new environment, people actually taking care of her, excuse me. like, I guess she was, like, kind of abandoned or abused because she was, like, afraid of everything. But anyhow, eventually, we took her to the vet to be fixed. And the vet said she was already fixed. So I'm like, that's great, save us a lot of money. I don't know how you tell if a dog's been fixed. I guess you, like, ultrasound, like, there's certain scars or whatever. Like, I don't know, but whatever. So, lady had already been fixed. Great. So, anyhow, we had lady for years, like, I don't know how, like, maybe 4 or 5 years before, ta-da! Like, we did, my pop wanted to check on lady one day, and there was a black piglet-faced puppy. Out of frickin' nowhere, the dog that had been fixed had a puppy. So, yeah, that's where Ranger came from, and yeah, she was born here. Our fixed dog got knocked up and had a puppy. I mean, you can't really fault us for that because the dog had been fixed, and yeah, that happened. Lady actually, from what I hear, had 2 puppies. I only ever saw a Ranger. The second one was also black, and, like, my pop was the only one who saw it and said there was, like, something wrong with it, like it hadn't fully formed or something, so it got buried in the woods, so, yeah, Ranger, I guess, was technically a twin, but only Ranger made it. So, yeah, and, yeah, Lady was fairly, I think Lady was, like, 9 years old when Ranger was born, so she was fairly, I guess, like, a senior for dogs. And she lived, like, maybe a year or 2 after Ranger was born, and, yeah. Okay, so, number 5, I already answered, how old is my pet? How long have you had your pet friend, and how old is your pet? For me, that's the same answer, because she was born here. Number 6, what are some quirky things about your pet, or about her personality? Ranger, bless her, has 0 interest in toys. Like, none at all. Like, I've tried getting her to play with toys. I've tried getting her to play with, like, balls. Nothing. Like, when she was a little puppy, she would run after it for a bit, and then she'd just stop and like, she'd watch you roll the bowl back and forth and watch you go get it. Like, no. Like, Min had an apple tree, and, like, she would sometimes chase the apples that fell off of it, but, nope. She has no interest in chew toy, no interest in toys at all. Like, I tried giving her a Frisbee once, she tried to eat it. So, my dog is more interested in food. My dog is, like, a bit overweight, but that's what she likes. She likes food. And I only give her treats every once in a while. But, yeah, she thinks that, thanks to my grandparents, she thinks that every time a door opens, she's supposed to get a treat. So, yeah, like, I mean, I try to take this bacon strips or rip-off brand and, like, break them in half, so, like, she thinks I'm giving her more, even though it's just one, because I don't want to overfeed her. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, I actually live fairly close to my grandparents. You've seen it, like, from here, I can walk down through the yard, through the woods, through my aunt and uncle's yard to my house, and she will follow me every time. Even if I tell her to stay, she will follow me, which is alright, and then she'll spend the night on my porch, if, like, 17 degrees outside, she'll try to spend the night on my porch, despite having 2 dog loose, one which is heated. So, yeah, except she is part collie, she has an undercoat, she actually usually likes the snow. Yeah, okay. So, usually it's not that big a deal. Number 7, okay, although right now, I think if you probably see her in some videos, you'll see her fur is kind of, like, mostly not there. My dog, Ranger, right now does look kind of mangy. We have taken her to the vet for her whatever she has. She has been tested for mange. It came back negative. She has some sort of, like, fungal skin infection. I don't know what it is, but she has been taking medication for it. Her fur is coming back in decently, but she still looks like crap. But it is not actually mange, just to let you know. Okay, number 7. What does your relationship with your pet mean? What is Herman? I don't know what my cat is. Herman is, like, running around like crazy again. So, we're having a kitty running fit in the background. So, my relationship with the Ranger, I feel, isn't as strong as my relationship with Herman. I think it's mostly because I spend more time with Hermie. Why are you sniffing the lamp? Because he's an inside cat and I'm with him more. And, like, in the summer, it's, like, really hot. And I hate being outside when it's really hot. And I also hate being outside when it's really cold. So, I'm not outside with my dog as often as I'm inside with Herman. Because Ranger is not allowed inside. Yeah. So, ooh, I stepped on something sharp. Like, I do spend time with Ranger, but, you know, she doesn't do much. I mean, I know she's older now, but even when she was a puppy, she didn't really do much. She's, like, following you around. She's a good dog, but she doesn't fetch. She doesn't play with toys. She's just there for you. Which, I mean, it's good, but, yeah, like, it's just not as strong as my relationship with Herman because I can't be with her as often. And I don't want to... And also, right now, she has that fungal infection, and Herman has FIV. I don't want my cat to get whatever the dog has. So I don't want to be petting on the dog and then coming and petting on the cat. You know, it's just... It's not a good time right now for both of them. Or for Ranger especially. Number 8. What are some of your favorite pastimes with your pet? Like, just hanging out with her. I mean, she'll just hang out with you. I mean, she'll just sit there and let you do whatever. Ranger just likes being where you are. That's pretty much it. Number 9, what are some nicknames you call your pet? Ranger, Rangy, Range, sometimes Ranger Danger, Rangy Dangy.